Hey, I hope you're all having a great day today because today we're going to be talking about Polygon yet again, and more specifically how a journalist outlet called NintendoLife wants to shill for them. So, if you haven't watched my video I posted a few days ago at this point where I go over the layoffs that happened over at Polygon, I recommend you go ahead and watch that video first for some extra context. However, it won't exactly be needed. Basically, long story short, a bunch of layoffs happened over at Polygon because of the fact that they put out low quality articles for the past 12 years. And well, today we have NintendoLife going to bat for them, saying that we should support them because they're actually very talented. The thing is, if you have to come out and beg someone to support something or someone, they probably aren't worth supporting in the first place. And well, that definitely applies to this situation with Polygon. Gamers, support the people and sites you love before it's too late. Well, I mean, it would seem it's already kinda too late for Polygon considering they already got sold off to Valnet and the layoffs already happened, so better luck next time. But I love how they just assume that people don't support the shit they love. No, people just don't love Polygon. And why would they? Polygon has done almost nothing but create rage bait articles for the past 12 years insulting the very people meant to consume their content. I doubt there's many people sitting around thinking, damn bro, I can't wait to read that new article about how D&D is racist. Think I'd rather play Redfall unironically. Well, we've come to the end of a week that's seen the end of two gaming institutions as we've known them for many years. The departure of Dan Reichert and Jeff Grubb from Giant Bomb on Thursday was swiftly followed by the news of layoffs at Polygon following the site's sale to Valnet, owner of Screen Rant. Seeing these top-tier creators and journalists unceremoniously cast aside has been a shock for anybody who's followed and enjoyed their work over the years. Bro, I know these guys didn't just call Polygon top-tier journalism. The shilling here is absolutely hardcore, bro. They are bottom of the barrel when it comes to journalism, which already doesn't have a great reputation to begin with. And why do they not have a great reputation? Because of people like those working over at Polygon, man. Except it hasn't really, has it? The layoffs in games and games media have become so commonplace that it doesn't come as a surprise anymore to see gaming institutions crumble around us. It's just another week in the industry. We're a month away from a new Nintendo console launch, something we've been waiting for so long. And yet many of the critic voices fans are most keen to hear have been deplatformed this week in circumstances that leave us, if not surprised, then thoroughly depressed and dumbfounded by the decisions taken by management at Fandom and Valnet. You're surprised that making articles nobody wants to read leads to you getting laid off? You do realize that it costs money to get these sites up and to keep them up and stuff like that, right? And if you aren't making the money back, you're going to lose your job. You would think this is common sense, but common sense isn't so common anymore. Whether you've been an avid Giant Bomb fan since the original Gerstmann/Davis days, jumped on board in the mid-2010s, or our more recent convert, the Giant Bombcast, and Beastcast for a good spell there, has been a fixture of many a gamer's week since starting in 2008. Even if you never watched a single GB video, the podcast's radio-style warmth and informed but informal tone set the template for many a gaming podcast in the following years, and epic multi-hour Game of the Year episodes became yearly traditions for listeners to look forward to and savor. Vinny, Brad, Alex, and Jeff's respective departures across 2021/22 might have felt like the last straws, but Fandom pulling down episode 888 feels like the definitive end of an era. It's never been so over, man. Then there's Valnet's acquisition of Polygon and the subsequent layoffs. It feels like a tentpole of modern games media falling. For over 12 years, the site's writers have consistently put out some of the best articles in the space, so the talent being thrown away with this round of layoffs is confounding. Firing your most experienced staffers mere weeks before an important console launch suggests something about the standard of coverage these companies are interested in providing their audience, you might think. I know these dudes didn't just say that Polygon puts out some of the best articles in the gaming journalism space, no wonder it's dying. Nothing says best articles in the space like, I don't know, 3 different articles talking about how D&D is racist. These guys need a grip on reality. If you're a fan of those voices from Giant Bomb or Polygon or any of the writers and creators who've suffered layoffs in recent times, remember that the vast majority are online, searchable, and crucially supportable. They may not be on the platform you've previously found them on for years, but they're almost certainly out there doing great work. If you love that work and you're in a position to subscribe to their Patreon, fling them a few quid over Ko-Fi or sign up as a supporter. Please do so, assuming that these sites and streams will just survive and their creators can simply jump ship to a similar gig when the iceberg looms is wishful thinking. Willing but not in the financial position to send your hard-earned cash to a bunch of writers and podcasters and streamers? Hey, as anyone working in the games media will tell you, it's tough out there, and there's no shortage of good causes in need of support these days. Remember though, that just downloading and listening to podcasts on the free feeds, watching streams, and turning off ad blockers on sites, like this one for instance, makes a big difference. Our hearts go out to everyone at GB and Polygon affected this week. If you've ever enjoyed their work, or if you've never heard of them and you're wondering what all the fuss is about, seek them out and if you're able, support them in their other endeavors, old and new. And remember to be liberal with praise and support of the sites you love and their creators. It's so funny how when things go to shit, they want to turn to the very people they were insulting for the past 12 years, and now they expect us to help them? Kick rocks. You can see we're on Twitter here, NintendoLife has their post, 112 likes to 140 replies, it's not looking too good for them. Someone here says, better headline, activists who rejected gamers had their game-centric website go under due to no ad revenue clicks. They will desperately ask for my help after betraying me, and I will whisper no. Polygon was dog shit for years, and if it wasn't for Kotaku, would have been the worst game news site, period. We're not supporting you if you support the shit that's actively destroying games, you included. They neglected to mention the reason why it's failing. We don't trust people who ridicule the audience they claim to serve. You all brought this upon yourselves. I do support the sites I love, which is why I don't go to IGN, Polygon, Kotaku, etc. So yeah, they're getting absolutely roasted. Somebody putting the fries in the bag, that's great. So yeah, today's article is a perfect example of fuck around, find out, and they definitely found out alright. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you didn't like this video, you can leave a dislike and a mean comment, and I'm out.